Eldoret, in Kamarin, in Ruringu, in Olkalau. We are all working on new stadia, including in Maua, in Meru, and shortly we will be handing over the stadium both in Chuka and in Meru to for management, as we make sure that we consolidate as much sports infrastructure as we can, so that we can avail opportunities for training, opportunities for excellence of our sportsmen and women, and of course, the improvements in Moi Kasarani Stadium are on course. The improvements in Nyayo Stadium are on course, and we are working on the other supporting facilities, including the police stadium in South Sea. And I have told Salim here, Mvuria, that even after the sports, the Chan sports, we will continue to invest in your sports stadia, because we believe that if we make that facility better, you will take it to the next level. To promise the country again that we are building the first largest football stadium in Kenya, here in Talanta. And we intend that that stadium will be complete by December this year. It will be among the largest sports facilities for football in our region. Football-only stadium. So I am sure that this will give our sportsmen and women the energy and the motivation for them to take football to the next level. And you can count on my support in the space around sports, and we will continue to dedicate resources to make sure that we build the infrastructure that will support the great talent that we have as a nation in sports. Secondly, to our policemen and women, I want to say that as president, I am very proud of what our security agencies have been able to do to secure our nation, to secure our properties, and to make sure that our families can sleep in peace. And it is the reason why among my first assignments as president was to look at the terms of service and emoluments of our policemen, of our prisons, NYS, and serving police security officers in that space. We are making steady progress in improving the terms of service of our policemen and women, including all the other security agencies in prison, in NYS, and in the other sectors. And it is also the reason why I have taken the firm position that we must look after our policemen and women as they look after our families and our properties and securing our nation. It is the reason why even our housing program, I announced the other day that we are going to dedicate at least 20% of those housing programs to our policemen and women and our security men, our security agencies. Why? Because for a very long time, our policemen and women served and lived in very deplorable and dehumanizing conditions. And that is why we are now building additional facilities, more houses for our policemen and women, and giving them an opportunity to own homes like all other citizens. I will continue to make sure that every security officer, every person who puts their lives on the line for our nation, so that our families can be safe, so that our properties can be safe, and so that our nation can be safe, I will make sure that this nation stands by them and supports them. And I say this without fear of any contradiction, because without peace and security, without stability, we don't have a nation. It is just as simple as that. And as Kenyans, we must be clear on how we go and where we go and how we get where we want to get. I must say this as president, that without peace, without security, without stability, we don't have a nation. The people who put their lives on the line to make sure that our families are safe, that our properties and nation is safe and stable, are our security agencies. As they put their lives on the line, we as a nation will support them. This administration will stand by them so that they can discharge their responsibilities within the law and make sure that our nation is safe. For the people who want to undermine, demean, try to intimidate our security agencies, I am telling them, you're doing the wrong thing. Our security men and women deserve every support that we can muster for them to secure our nation. And we must work with them. And therefore, to every police officer, from the constable, the man on the beat, I give you my assurance that the government of Kenya will support you, will stand by you as you secure our nation and as you secure our country and keep our families safe and our properties safe. I ask of every citizen and every leader to respect our police and to support our police to make sure that they secure our country. We have sufficient infrastructure to make sure that this happens within the law. I am very proud of what our policemen and women have done in Haiti, for example. Kenya was chosen amongst many nations because we have a professional police service that works within the law, that operates within the parameters of the requirement of human rights, and to make sure that our nation is managed in a manner that respects the law, but makes sure that we are a stable, progressive, and democratic nation. So to IG and your team, you have my support 100% to secure this nation and to operate for all of us, every citizen. Nobody is above the law. None of us is above the law. You cannot intimidate the police. You cannot use force against the police, or insult, or threaten the police. You are threatening our nation. Because these are our frontline defenders of our rights as Kenyans and of the right of this nation to be peaceful and to be secure. So, ladies and gentlemen of the police force who are here today, of the police service who are here today, I want to give you my assurance that as you secure this nation is going to make sure that you are also safe and your families are safe. What we are celebrating today, is a momentous occasion that, apart from the difficult job you have of securing our nation, you have also won the Premier League. What an idea. Apart from all the difficult things you have to do, you have also found time to play good football. And you have won the Premier League because of discipline, because of commitment, because of the leadership that you have, and because of the commitment you have to this nation. Congratulations. You know? And you have not just won the Premier League, you have even won the Women League. Sasa si nyinyi ni watu wa maana sana kwa hii dunia jameni. Mimi nasema pongezi. Pongezi sana. You know? And you are actually telling the nation that we not only have a professional police service that discharges its duty, responsibility, mandate as is required of them by the Constitution, but you are also committed citizens and patriotic Kenyans who also contribute in other things.